Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be learning a song called Believe in You as quickly as possible on the piano. It's from a show that's currently airing, and I'm going to show you how I do it from start to finish. Let's get started. So first of all, it's time to actually listen to it. And so I've got a computer lined up here, and I'm just going to listen to it and get a feel for it, get some chords and see if I can get the main melody. So here we go. Okay, let's try it. So something like. And then a bit more, so let's do that. Okay, so some important points there. You've got a very distinguished chord sequence there. Ba ba ba, and approximately. So B major, and then you get this very nice suspension chord. So instead of a, you've actually got a, rather than, so you've actually got that tension there. So it keeps it flowing. It's called a suspension. So B major, D flat major of 4/3 suspension, and then A flat minor chord, and here I believe it's a B flat minor chord here, and then back to the suspension, and then here. And you want to get a fairly smooth sequence of notes. So if you listen carefully, in left hand you've got something like ba, 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 ba. So you've got that ba 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 ba, which makes it sound a bit smoother. Maybe compared to something like ba, 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 ba. Well, it's going up, and then it has a jump down, and maybe you don't want that. Sometimes you want something smoother. Just verify. Yep, so okay, so notice how I was able to predict a lot of the chords, and that's because it's got a very simple chord structure. Basically, three chords only. So some particular ones I'll say, "Stay with me, why don't you stay with me?" We just got that three chord ba 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 ba. Three chords over and over again. Ba 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 ba. A famous song. And here you've got so ba ba ba. Something like ba 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 ba. So you've got B major, D flat major, E flat minor, and it just keeps going again and again and again. And so you can maybe see my left hand was preempting those, and it did actually do that. And then we've got the melody in the right hand. And the melody, just have to listen to it a few more times. So. Yeah, so what we've got are the main lines first, so at the start of the song, so ba 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 ba. And it's probably similar, and it goes up. And what you've got next is it's when it expands at the chord lengths. So before you have bum 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 bum. So B, C sharp, D, E flat, or D flat, E flat. But now you're going to extend it. This is quite common. It's called changing up the harmonic rhythm in fancy speak. You're basically taking each chord, but now you're going to play it for a bit longer, and that's what this kind of build up into the chorus is doing. So. And this kind of stuff. there's a ba ba ba, and then you've got this kind of build up, which you'll listen to again. Okay, so in this chorus we've got this kind of chord pattern going on, and just keeps repeating again as in the chorus. So the tune seems to be fairly catchy. How does it go again? Again. So just at the end of the chorus, again you hear this ba 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 ba, where you've got again that ba 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 that we saw in all of the verses. So it's come back to that. And so actually you find that in this song there are not that many chord progressions. It's not that complex. You've got this main in the verse and at the end of that chorus. Then in the chorus you alter it a bit. I just have to listen to that part again. Sometimes the melody can get me. Okay, so let's see. So the chorus. So you might be noticing that I'm doing some stuff with the left hand. That's my style. I like to improvise the left hand, so it gives you more of the drum beat feel as well. So it's not just playing chords. So you could do. You could play chords, but my style that I've had over the times, I've made over times, is to sort of improvise with the left hand a bit and give it a bit more, say, a bit more personal feel. The main beat. It's good fun. Okay, so that seems to be fairly fine. Let's give it a go. So. What a beautiful melody. I need to make sure I can play it beautifully as well. So there's this thing called harshness when you play on pianos. If you suddenly play a really loud thing, and I won't do it too hard because you might be listening with headphones. If you do that kind of thing, it can really sound bad. It's just harsh on the ear. It's because you haven't felt this kind of like smoothness when you're pressing down on the key. So you're not pressing smoothly. If you press smoothly down, even if you're loud, you can still get a really nice sound. So that kind of sound is much less harsh, and that's one of the main difficulties there is from going from, say, beginner level to a much higher level. Another difficulty is that with an upright piano, because it's just so much smaller, it's much harder to get a rounded tone the music doesn't have space to escape because it's so small. So people like to buy big grand pianos where the sound can just disperse beautifully. And so it's particularly hard to get a beautiful tone out of the piano that is upright piano, but I can try to do my best. So, it seems like it's pretty much learned. And with that, I would practice it a bit more and then start adding polishing touches. So I'm just going to play it maybe once through and see where bits I'm not so sure about are. Seems to be fairly in the hands now. And then I'd start adding polishing touches and then think about how I make it into my own version. So maybe adding some solo in the middle, extending it, maybe repeating the end of the chorus and making my own. So imagine someone framed you for something, it really wasn't your fault, and this is not anything trivial, it's serious. And you can't sleep at night because you're going through pain and suffering because of it, everyone thinks you're wrong, but then someone suddenly comes out of the blue and starts to believe you and starts to help you fight back for justice. It's that kind of feeling. Stay tuned for the full version. Thank you for watching.